With MailChimp, you get a whole lot more than a URL. You get an all-in-one marketing platform to help drive sales. That means you can connect your data to make more informed, smarter decisions, and you get powerful automation tools like our Customer Journey Builder to ensure you never miss an opportunity to turn shoppers into loyal customers. So if you're ready to integrate your marketing and boost sales, get started today at MailChimp.com/smartmarketing. MailChimp, built for growing businesses.
If you've been a renter, you know it's stressful to find the perfect place. But Zillow Rentals make it easy. They have filters for pretty much everything, so you can find a rental that's big enough for entertaining your friends, but small enough they won't crash all weekend. Find your sweet spot on ZillowRentals.com.
The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't trust me, big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's. He'll dress.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We're going to have a fun show for you guys today. Before we get started, let's say hi to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, look, I'm holding up Hollywood.
Yeah.
Good day, everybody. Good day, as they say in Scotland. Good day.
Hey, you guys, I hope you like our new sign. Ron had that made for the show, the Hollywood Movie Theater with the Jimmy Star Show and with Ron Russell.
Yes,
and,
so that you all know who we are. I want you to see my shirt. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it?
Got to stand up. It's
Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Doo-doo. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish because I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Doo-doo.
They actually love it. They love the shirt. They love the background.
$10 in Burlington. I use it as a sleep shirt. It's nice because it's long and it's cotton and it's soft and you can sleep in it. So I decided to wear it on the show today because my doctor yesterday said I'm as strong as any superhero. So I said to him, am I as strong as Popeye? And he said, you're absolutely as strong as Popeye. So I'm wearing a Popeye shirt. Olive, I loves you, Olive. Come over here, gives me a kiss, Olive. Popeye, you're so fresh. Get off my tits. Ooh. Olive, I love you, but you don't have any tits.
That was nice.
No, olive oil doesn't. Poor olive
skinny.
oil. She has no ass and no boobs. She's like a broom.
How long is it? It goes like down like
it goes past my dick.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that? It goes past El Cracho.
So
if you girls wear it, it'll cover the poussey and the cracola of the asella. So you can wear it as a nightshirt, girls, and the guys can wear it as a whatever. And then you could say to his boy or girl, whoever's in bed with him, you want to see my Popeye? And then they say, let's see your Popeye. And then you just lift the shirt up a little bit and you do a Popeye dance. You get your penis to dance like Popeye. And then you sing with it as it's dancing. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm going to grab you, baby, in the can. You know.
You can get in trouble with that one. Hang on. We have a ton of people in the chat room. Let's say hi to everybody.
Ton of people.
Hey, what's up? Goddess is in the chat room.
In proper grammar. People cannot be a ton.
We have a lot of people.
You have many. Thousands.
Okay, let me tell you. So we've got B. Claudia. What's up, B. Claudia? Her friend Julia is here. Hey, Julia, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us.
Julia.
Teresa Sabin is here.
Julia, you know what B said about you? She said you were a loose woman and a drunk and a tramp. I don't want to start trouble, but I wouldn't be her friend.
Don't do that to somebody who's brand new. Don't do that to somebody who's brand new. You never heard our show ever.
Well, now she'll call up B and say, why did you say
B's
those
in the chat
things?
room, too.
B, It was a joke. Tell your friend Julie it's a joke. And if Julie's going to come in our show, she better get down and dirty.
She says thank you for saying hi to her. Hey, JB.
Hi,
Julia.
Julie.
So we have Goddess in the chat. Hold on. Eileen Shapiro is in the chat room.
I knew she was in the showroom because somehow breasts were coming through my TV screen.
Cindy Lady Lake is in the chat room.
Cindy Lady Lake. Hello. How's your
Dawn Hinton is in the chat room.
Dawn Hinton. How's Lady Lake?
Show your watch.
Oh, my watch? Oh, listen. I should have armed guards here. I took it out of the vault. We have a vault in our house. A safe. I took it out of my safe for you. This is my Howdy Doody original.
You got to show you.
Worth
you can
more,
see that nobody can
worth
see it.
more than a diamond Rolex. I mean, this watch is the original. It wind up Howdy Doody. I wore it because I'm in a Popeye t-shirt. And this is a beautiful, I shouldn't show it close because people will, no, I don't want to flaunt it. But
Angela Joseph.
It's an original Howdy from way back when I was a little boy.
Nick Lyon is in the chat room.
Nick Lyon. Oh,
Angela Joseph is in the chat room.
Angie Baby.
Boomer Mays. I don't know if I said Boomer Mays.
Boomer.
Jimmy is in the chat room. Jimmy's Universe is in the chat room.
Hey, Jimmy Universe.
They all said you sound better this week too.
I feel great. How's your universe, Jimmy Universe? And Boomer, how's your booms? Are they booming?
There you go. I don't know. I know there's
Nick
more.
Lyon. You know, I wrote about Nick Lyon. His real name is
his birthday. When is his birthday?
I already wished him a happy birthday. I mean, how many times? I mean, Nick Lyon's real name is Nicola Leone, and he's wanted by the FBI. So he changed his name to Nick Lyon, and he's hanging out with all those fags. He hangs out with Tim Moss and Wendy Stuart, pretending that he's a big gay guy. This way the cops won't know where he is. Right, Nick?
He's in the chat room. I don't know. I know there's more people, but there's nothing. It's going by so fast I can't actually see who's there, so I don't know who's there.
Yeah, Wendy's in today, so we're going to have a lot of fun with her.
Absolutely. You guys.
But she has the gall and the nerve and the colossal gall to say that I talk more than she does. That's bullshit.
So Wendy Stuart Kaplan is coming on today, you guys. We love her to death. She's fabulous.
And she talks more than I do. Trust me, you'll see when we do the interview.
A lot. And then we have the fabulous.
Well, Jews do that. Jews never shut up, and Italians never shut up. So, being a Jewish Italian, how could I ever shut up? It's not possible.
And Julia says she needs one more whiskey right now.
Julie, baby, listen. Go down to Julia. Go down to the local pub. Get a nice, that gorgeous brown beer that I love, the Bach. You know what is it called? It begins with an F. S. Stout. She's not in
Germany, I don't think, though. I don't know. Julia, where are you? Tell us where you are, Julia. Because we don't know. Eileen says you guys are equal in talking.
What did she say?
You guys are equal in talking. And
Stuart and I? Listen, Eileen, just because you're flat-chested, don't get evil with me. God made you flat-chested. Too bad, live with it. Now, Julie, go down to the tavern.
They want to know what you're doing with your hair today.
My hair is, I wear my pajamas, so I let my hair be bed.
It looks kind of like Andy Warhol.
Well, no, I like to change looks. And when I'm crazy, I want to look crazy. And since I wore my Popeye shirt, and later I'm going to show Eileen my Popeye shirt.
Eileen says, love you, Ron.
No, really, Eileen, you haven't seen my Popeye
And Goddess says she'll have a martini.
Right, Eileen? You haven't seen my Popeye shirt in quite a while.
They love your hair today.
I do too. It's fun. It's fun. Hey, listen. You know, Mamie Van Doren, I know for 100 years. The last time I saw Mamie Van Doren was 12 years ago, and it was here in Palm Springs at a movie theater where her movie was premiering, an old film of hers. And we were bored with the movie, so Mamie and I went out and we sat in the hallway on the steps for like an hour, and we just had the most intimate talking. And she had on a skirt so short, and the steps kept pulling the shirt up and up till almost her box was showing. And I looked and I said, Mamie, you have the most incredible legs in the world. She was like 100 then. Now she's 90. Then she was like 100. I said, Mamie, your legs, no varicose veins, no fatty cells, nothing. And that's when she turned around and she said, you should see my tits. And I said, well, I'd love to. But she never whipped them out in the hall. But she's bigger than Eileen. Oh, yeah. She's got Eileen beat by a mile. Anyway, Mamie is 90, and I'm in, correspondence with her, and I'm trying to get her to come on the show. I don't know that Mamie at 90 knows how to do it, but she can get one of her gay friends to get her on the show. She needs lighting. People, when they're beautiful, like she looks gorgeous. For 90, she looks 40. I mean, she makes Mae West look like shit. And Mae West looked pretty good for her 100 years of living. Anyway, we're going to all encourage Mamie to come on the show because Mamie Van Doren has banged everybody in Hollywood that was worth banging, every gorgeous movie star, everybody. I have a wonderful Mr. Blackwell story where Mr. Blackwell lived in the bottom of Coldwater Canyon and Mamie was making love with a famous actor up in the jacuzzi, and Blackwell said that she kept him awake because she was screaming and her voice was echoing down the canyon. So we have a lot of good, sexy Mamie Van Doren, eat them up alive stories. She was always probably one of the most sexiest 1950s movie actresses. I mean, she wore those bras that were like scones, where the tits look like points. I mean, she'd stab somebody to death if she turned quickly. Anyway, Mamie, we love you. I love you, Mamie.
So Julia,
wait. Mamie lives in Long Beach. She has a beauty parlor that she owns and runs in Long Beach on the ocean.
So Julia is from Russia, and she met B at a Queen concert. So Julia, welcome from Russia.
Oh,
we have actually
Julia, welcome to the free state of Germany. Living in Russia is no joke.
She lives in Russia now.
Oh, you live in Russia now?
She met her in Germany when she was on vacation.
Why are you still in Russia? I mean, we have so many Russian friends here that wouldn't go back if you gave them $1 million. They said living under communism is horrible.
Well, we're happy that you're there.
Yeah, I hope you stay safe and they don't, do anything bad to you.
Thank you so much, Julia.
Yeah.
We're loving that you're tuning in for us. And I forgot to say hi to Artist Miss Kim, one of my favorite people on the planet. So Artist Miss Kim, when I was doing my shout outs, I don't think I mentioned you, and love you to death. You're fabulous.
She's okay. I wouldn't go that far.
And
she's okay.
Julia wrote something in Russia, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Well, we have to get our good friend, the magnificently beautiful Eugenia Kuzmina, to translate it for us.
She's Russian. So anyway, you guys, real quick before we bring on our first guest, you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show every week. We're on from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time.
What do you mean the Jimmy Star Show? When did I die? Tell me when I died.
Well, the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Egotistical son
every
of a
Wednesday
bitch.
from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time. You can hear us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, and SoundCloud. We're on a bunch of other ones, but that's the best one.
Chat room, please write. If it wasn't for Ron Russell, there would be no Jimmy Star Show. Jimmy would be selling shoes in the mall somewhere.
No, not at all. Oh, they're laughing. Jimmy's in trouble. Thank you, Teresa.
Well, how would you like it if for 10 years you worked for free, not a nickel? I don't get a dime. I don't get a penny. Nothing. I don't even get a sandwich. And for my birthday,
you don't get a what?
A sandwich.
Sandwich.
And for my birthday, he took me to Denny's because
it's free.
Because it was free. I got my meal free because it was my birthday. About.
Oh, they said she wrote hello in Russian. Thank you, Julia.
Oh, hello, Julia.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna bring on our first guest. She's getting ready to come on. Hello. Let's make sure we can hear you.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh my God, we can hear you. Such a loud broad. Oh my God,
Ron, I'm so excited to be on the Jim Star Show with Ron Russell.
Oh my God, she's so loud. Those fucking Jews in New York, they're so loud.
Oh, look at those boobs too. She's
got her tits hanging out. She's trying to outdo Eileen. Never happened.
No. I can never outdo Eileen. But Ron, I know how you are with tits, so it's like they're here for you.
Do you know something? I've grown to love you.
Mwah.
No, seriously, I've only known you a short time, and I've really grown to love you. And I cannot wait to go to this Soho Johnny thing September 14th, and you're going to be there, and we're all staying at the same hotel. Are you staying at the hotel with us?
She lives there, so she.
I live here, Ron.
Yeah, I know, but you could stay at the hotel with us because
I don't need to say I live here, but I'm gonna be there the whole time. I can't wait to see you in person. I've only ever seen you in person once in my entire life.
When I was recovering from heart surgery.
Right. Yeah. And you seem totally recovered now, Ron. And what's going on with your hair today?
Well,
He's like Andy Warhol.
I was fixing an electric plug and I got a shock.
Hang on, we have to do a formal
No,
introduction.
I
need my formal introduction. Okay, go for it, boys.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, one of the most talented women I've ever met, the fabulously wonderful Wendy Stuart. Hello and welcome to the show.
And her husband said she goes like a bunny.
God.
So you guys, you already know Ron. You already know Ron, but we have a
Yes.
chat room literally full of rooms. So we need to say hi to everybody in the chat
I
room.
want to say hi to everyone who I know in the chat room, which is first I'm going to start off with Nick Lyon. Look, I have your sunglasses here.
Don't. The cops are looking for him. Don't make
Right, the cops are looking for him. B. Claudia, Angela, Joseph, Teresa. I know there's other people in there too.
Dawn, because Dawn thinks you
Dawn, oh my God. How could I have
thinks
forgotten
you wore the
Dawn?
tie-dye for her.
we were texting actually beforehand. Dawn is such an amazing person. Thank you for all the support you've given me and for being here today. I always love texting with you. Is there anybody I missed in the chat room because I can't see who's there?
Goddess, but I don't think you know Goddess.
No.
I don't know, but it's like we always want to make new friends.
And Nick says, "I love you, Wendy."
Mwah. We just celebrated Nick's birthday. We had a blast. What a blowout blast.
When I first met Nick many years ago, somebody said to me, he's a photo bomber. You know, that's how I always remembered Nick as a photo bomber.
He does have his picture taken, but don't we all?
Wait a minute.
Ron. Ron, you like?
No, I have my pictures taken by force. No, I don't like picture taking. You don't know that about me.
I don't know that about you because any event you go to, I see your mug all over the place.
It's called publicity. If I were not in show business, you would never see a picture of me on Facebook or anywhere ever. I'm serious.
You
I
are
really
in
mean
show
that.
business, so there you go.
Well, that's the only reason why I'm in pictures all the time, because I promote what we do.
But
and the fans and the shows and the red carpets. But I don't like me in photographs. You know, I'm 81 fucking years old. When you're 81, let's talk how you're going to like seeing your mug.
Honestly, if I look as good as you do, and this is not for nothing,
it's
you guys
bullshit.
have put pictures up. Ron, you know what? Look at you. You got a full head of hair. Today you look like a Wishnick doll, okay? But
Yeah, but
what's a Wishnick doll? Wait, what's a Wishnick
the dolls you put in your
troll
car.
doll.
Oh, a troll doll. I used to love those.
Oh my God, I love those. I had one that had hair like Ron's.
You know what? You can look decent at 81, and people say,
You look amazing.
wait, Kay Ballard told me this, and she
Love
said
her.
to me, yeah, I loved Kay. She was a good friend, made the best lasagna in Palm Springs. Kay Ballard said to me, I forgot the joke, but it's on my interview if you watch it with her. She said, don't you love it when people say you look good for your age, and then the joke comes after that? You know, I don't look like I looked when I was 20, so I don't really like me photographed. Because when I was 20, I used to say to myself, you look ugly. Now I look back and I was gorgeous. You know, it's funny how we all look at our young pictures. When we're young, we think we're homely. And when we get old, we think we're gorgeous. But no, I don't enjoy looking at my photographs. Not at all. I swear
I'll
to
have
God
to
on it.
remember that then the next time the camera's coming your way and we'll knock you the heck out, Ron.
No. I will always be on camera as long as I'm in showbiz. Don't forget, I have movies that I make. I have to promote movies I'm in.
You do.
You know, I'm a PR. I'm not a PR person. Jimmy is. But listen, Wendy, you know you have to push your box to get ahead. Come on.
I haven't pushed a box ever. So there you go.
You look gorgeous today.
Okay.
I like that
Ron,
hairdo.
flattery will get you everywhere.
No, I don't flatter anybody. If you were an ugly mutt, I couldn't say you look beautiful today. So you know what I mean? Well, what do we really like? If Barbara Streisand came on my show, what am I going to say? You're gorgeous? I mean, people say she's full of shit. So, you know, because she's a mutt. But you look
You know what they
beautiful.
say, Ron? Beauty is only skin deep. It's what's inside that counts.
No, beauty is only as deep as the needle goes with the Botox and the rest of it.
I set that one up for you, love. You did not disappoint. You never disappoint me. You touch it, you go with it.
I really can't wait to see you. I swear on my kids.
Same.
I think we're going to have such a good time.
A blast.
You and I together. Well, you know, with Crazy Eileen and then my Billy Hess, who I'm mad about. Billy, Eileen, and I are the filthiest human
Micah
beings.
Belly's going to be there.
Well, I turned into an old maid virgin.
Oh, stop.
Oh, yeah. Ike is no longer my favorite person because now he's like a judgmental old Italian woman from Italy that has warts on her nose and can't find a man. No, Ike is no longer the outrageously wild gay guy he was. He got very conservative.
That's just because he's been stuck in the house with COVID.
Yeah, it's just been the pandemic. You should have seen his show. It was amazing. He was out of control and funny.
I'm not in New York. If I were in New York, I certainly would see it.
50 Shades of Grey.
I was worried that Ike being locked up couldn't have sex with anybody. He would go blind, but he didn't.
I love Ike.
God.
Ike. If Ike doesn't come, nobody comes.
There you go.
And then Tim Moss, who I love and adore. I wrote on my Facebook.
Love and adore.
Oh, that headshot of me that Getty did. Tim wrote, hot, hot, hot. So I answered back, put on a push-up bra. You got a date. I love Tim Moss.
I did too. We just finished the show together. I love Tim Moss. Amazing talent. I mean, these guys are all so incredibly talented. And to think they didn't get to do their thing like they wanted to during the pandemic. And look what they're doing now. It's about getting out there, with your brand and rocking it. And that's what I'm doing.
Let me say something about your show.
Oh.
You and Tim have great chemistry.
Thank you.
Like the fabulous rich Jewish woman with her gay friend that she goes shopping with, that picks out her clothes and tells her how to look, makeup and hair. It's that kind of relationship that's wonderful. And it works. It works. I felt when I came on your show, I felt very warm, very wanted. And I loved it. I mean, of course, I was impersonating Eileen Shapiro, and it was a little difficult to be normal and sensible.
That was so actually
Eileen.
Just very hilarious. So, as far as the sight gag, Ron, that was very funny. And you knew that was going to be funny.
Do you know how many hits we got on that show?
I know you did.
I think 22,000 or some shit like that.
You say Jimmy does the PR, but it's really you.
No. Well, you know what? I was my own product for 64 years. So I had to, in my day, we PR'd ourselves. We were allowed. You could talk about yourself. You could talk about the movie you're in, the TV show you're in, the storyline. Today, you sign contracts or you're not allowed to do shit. You can't talk, say, or whatever. So you hire a PR person because they're allowed to do it. I know Jimmy. Now, I'm not saying this because Jimmy blows me. I mean, oops, did I say that?
You did.
I'm not going to say.
We'll just gloss right over it and pretend it wasn't said, or maybe we'll go over it again.
I don't know. Such dirty talk doesn't ever come out of my mouth. That must have been.
Come on, it's always dirty, Ron.
No, that was the gardener outside. He said it. But anyway, Jimmy Starr and Eileen. I got to tell you, when they first started off, I thought, oh well, I don't know. I said to Jimmy, I don't know. You as a PR and Eileen is a PR. I really don't know because I've met a lot of PR people in my life. Well, let me tell you something. And I'm not saying this because I love Eileen's breasts or because I love my husband.
They're terrific together.
They are incredible because I swear on my children, I have never seen anyone work the hours that these two work. Saturday, Sunday, 3:00 in the morning.
Eileen is like in that car and she'll talk to any of her people.
Everybody. And Jimmy, the same thing.
Jimmy is exactly the same way until you said he couldn't talk to people like me on the weekend. Do you remember saying that, Ron?
Oh, he's not allowed to talk to you because you're my friend. I don't share my friends with him.
You're not allowed to talk to me on the weekend. I'm like, oh my God, it's Saturday. I need to ask him something. But no, I can't because Ron said I couldn't.
Oh, Wendy,
you can text.
Wendy, you could call us anytime. You're a friend.
And I will.
you're a friend. You're not even his client. But I'm serious. I'm serious. So many people, when I go out to events, say to me, Jimmy is amazing. I'm with him. Yep. He's my PR man. I've never had such coverage as when Eileen and Jimmy go to work.
They're great.
And they really are great. So that's the commercial for them. And it's true. I don't blow smoke up anybody's asses. If they stunk and they were crappy, I would just never mention them again. Right. I'd say, yeah, Eileen's good for a bra commercial. Jimmy's good for maybe a mentally ill commercial. Like, he's schizophrenic. Take a drug. Take a drug. You could be better. Look at Jimmy Starr, how better he is from a schizophrenia drug. I would do that.
So hold on, real quick.
I want to hear.
So we have a new person in the chat room, and it's a friend. Her name is Julia. She's from Russia. She's a friend of B. Claudia, and we want to make her feel real welcome. So say hi to Julia.
Hey, Julia, welcome here from Russia. Ask her where in Russia she is.
I don't know. She's drinking Irish whiskey, so she probably doesn't know.
I love it. When in Russia, drink Irish whiskey. That's what I always say.
So you guys, Wendy just got done with her show that she hosts with Tim Moss. It's every Wednesday at 2 p.m.
And it's a good show. Tune in.
2 p.m. Eastern time. It's called If These Walls Could Talk. Ron and I were a guest a few weeks ago. It's a fun show. We love it that so many people go from your show to our show. We think it's terrific. So let's promote that a little bit. Tell us,
Jimmy, how many hits did we really get?
I don't know. I don't have her show. It's not her.
No, when we were on, we got 22,000 hits.
I don't know how many hits we got. How would I know?
Yeah, I saw it somewhere. 22,000 hits.
Ooh.
Yeah, I read it somewhere of your show.
It must have been all the talking that Jimmy did that day.
Well, he never shuts up. You know, I put earplugs in at night when I watch television because he doesn't stop talking while the TV is
He's one of those people. I bet he talks during movies too, right?
I have to because I have to explain things to him.
He talks over.
Ding, 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 ding. Jimmy, you are racking up points
one back.
Well, you know why he explains things to me, because they write such shitty scripts that I don't know where the fuck they're going with the movie.
Where are they going?
And guess what? I'm in the movie, and I still don't know what it's about.
That is actually funny. So hold on.
It's true.
I want to go back.
It's true. Wait, I gotta say, I'm in Clown Motel. I play General Milan. I head up the army to kill the clowns, and I still don't know the plot.
But it doesn't matter. You just need to know your part in it.
No, but that's why these movies don't look good, because nobody's in unison. Everybody's doing their line reading, and it's chunky. You know, years ago we had a beginning, a middle, and an end to a film.
Storytelling, Ron.
There is none today. Right. Now I'm coming up in a new movie which I want to push big time. Ming is doing it, and I love her to pieces. She wrote it, and it's called The Red River. And the script is really, for once in my lifetime, a good script.
You're excited about it. Does it take place Red River? What does it take place?
I'm not going to say a word about it because
you're not allowed to say anything.
Not allowed, except that I play a doctor.
As soon as I get the funding and it's cast, then we're not gonna wait to do publicity like everybody else. We're gonna be doing publicity.
Push it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we have to wait till we get everything going.
It's really a thriller.
I love that.
No, it's really a quality thriller, and Ming was kind, because I said to Ming, don't put me in your movie with a 2-line. I'm not a 2-line cameo actor.
No, you could never get it out, Ron, in 2 lines.
No, either I have a part or I'm not in it.
Right.
So she said, Ron, write what you want. And you can't. So now I wrote about 37 pages of my speech. The movie is no longer.
You wouldn't let them cut any of it.
No. The movie is no longer called The Red River. It's called The Red-Headed Ron Russell.
God.
So hang on, you guys. I want.
How's your husband?
He's here. He put
Alan
lighting for my show. Alan's waving to you.
We love Alan.
Hi, Alan. Now listen to me.
Wait.
Do you ever put on like the pearl of panties and a little lace bra and dance in front of him?
No.
Why?
That would be something you might do. I would never do that.
Well, that's how you keep a husband.
I didn't know if this Jimmy. Is that how you keep a husband?
No.
Jimmy puts on pink panties, a pink push-up bra.
I like pink.
and I throw a blonde wig on him, and I think he's Marilyn Monroe.
Oh my God. Was that the same blonde wig you had on that day when you came on my show?
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of wigs.
I figured.
No, hang on. First of all, we'll talk about Alan in a minute. So first of all, I want to brag a little bit for Wendy.
Brag about Wendy. She's a
let's do some PR, Jimmy.
So first of all, you guys, Wendy does so much more than anybody even knows, because she hardly ever talks about all the things that she does. So you guys, first of all, Wendy is a fit model. She's been a fit model for a very long time.
And if you can't fit
she never looks a day.
And if you don't fit in her, you're too big.
That's right. And she's fabulous. So she's a fit model, you guys. Tell everybody what that is, actually.
Thank you, Jimmy. So fit model means I had a fit modeling job today. I worked with a client to make sure their clothing fits regular people. I am an American size 8, perfect proportions for size 8. And I work with designers to make sure when their clothing is hanging on the rack and someone tries it on, it fits them.
So Wendy, you were 8 before you were 9, right?
I've never been a size 9. I've always been a perfect.
No, that's a joke. That's
I
Mae
know, but it
West.
wasn't a good one. I'm not.
No, Wendy, that's Mae West. Mae West.
I
said
know
that.
it was, but it was.
Mae West said, I was 8 before I was 9.
So hang on, because we're finishing. Or we're not finished yet. So you guys, okay?
Start.
She's a perfect fit model, you guys. A perfect size 8. She wears like all the great clothes. It's fabulous. Did they ever let you keep any of them?
No, everybody always asks me that. No, I never get to keep them. And who wants to when you're trying this stuff on, But I love it's very creative. I get to work with major designers, and it makes me feel good when I work with a major brand. Somebody wears it, like one of the women and they say to me, God, this fits so well. That makes me feel like I did. That is just such a little schism.
No, this is all lies. Yeah. I will tell you what a fit model is. They wait for you to take a fit, and then they photograph you. When you're in the middle of one of your hallucinogenic fits, they shoot you. And that's how they sell it. Like, you could be mentally ill and wear this lovely garment. Look at Wendy Stuart. She's insane, and she's wearing a beautiful gown with a built-in push-up bra with fake boobs in it.
Everything goes back to boobs. Have you noticed? We're talking about back to boobs. It doesn't matter if they're real or fake or Eileen's boobs or someone else's boobs.
I love
always
boobs.
Go back to boobs. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
I've never seen someone so obsessed with boobs before.
Well, you know why? Let me tell you why.
Yeah, tell me why.
When I started impersonating Jane Russell back in 1960, okay?
Wow.
I had this corset design that gave me enormous fleshy boobs, which no one else had. No other impersonator had boobs. So I was always, like Jane was, famous for my cleavage and my boobs. And it was what they would advertise. Ron Russell as Jane Russell falling out of his bra and shit like that, So it became a thing with me, boobs, boobs, boobs. And I realized back in the 60s that cleavage made the world go round, but nobody had tits in those days. So now with the bags, everybody's got tits.
Yeah.
So cleavage is out there. And yes, cleavage does make the world go round. I think boobs are probably the prettiest thing on a woman. Really?
But it's so interesting to me, Ron, because you go back to like boobs. Were you breastfed as a child?
Yes, I was, and my mother said,
"For how many years?"
Well, I had teeth. I had teeth, and I had teeth.
You had a mustache and a beard.
Listen, I had teeth, and I cut my mother's nipples, and they bled, so I wasn't able to breastfeed anymore.
Oh my God!
So hang on. So I started. No more breasts for a few minutes.
I know, Jimmy, you live with this.
I'm used to it.
It's hard.
So no more breasts for a minute. Let me do.
Well, we could go to penises. That's another conversation.
No. I want to get because I want people to know.
I want to say something about Wendy.
Okay, go for it.
On behalf of the gay community. I thank you so much for all the work you do to make people understand, respect, and know what gay people are and who they are. You bring out all the good in the gay. And when you work your ass off at Gay Pride in places like that, my heart sings, because anybody that could care for us that much who is not gay is a sensational human being. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. No bullshit.
And I know that that's totally sincere. And I say thank you. Thank you so much.
And Eileen Shapiro also. Eileen goes to the gay prides and she lets all the gay guys feel her up. I mean, I'm so happy she does that.
Hang on. All right. Let me talk.
She contributes.
My turn. Let me talk because I want to. So I was going to bring that up too, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But okay, so you guys, besides being a fit model and besides hosting all these wonderful TV shows that everybody watches,
so here's the deal. My big thing is I'm hosting all these wonderful things, and since New York opened up, clients are hiring me to host online things for them, corporate industrials, anything that they're doing that's online. I am everybody's host, and I am putting that out there because right now I am looking for an amazing agent to represent me as a host.
I love that.
I'm out there, I'm doing all of this, I'm getting all this work. I need somebody that is as good as you and Eileen Shapiro. The way you are in PR, I'm looking for an agent to do that for me.
He needs that too.
Well, I can do that. I could be your agent. I mean,
Oh,
of course,
no.
I would only agent you if you did nudes.
I don't know. I knew it was going to go there.
I knew that was coming. So hold on.
I could get you a lot of porno work. Trust me, a lot of porno work.
Okay, I want to go back though because I want to have a serious
Let's go
thing.
back, love.
I want to go serious a little bit. So you guys, because she does a lot of things. She's an author, you guys. She's a documentary filmmaker. She's done 2 amazing documentaries.
I even got my book.
Oh, there we go.
Standing.
She's
There
The
it is.
Last Model Standing is her book.
Well, no, hold it up again and hold it close because you're reflecting.
There you go. She's
There
the
you
last
go.
model standing. Wendy Stuart Kaplan.
She's the last model standing because she's been on her back for years working.
Then, so she's a documentary filmmaker. Right now she's hosting 3 weekly shows. She's got Pandemic Cooking with Wendy.
Which is a fun show.
These Walls Could Talk with Tim Moss. And
Great show.
Triversity Talk with Stephen Bloomer Teague on Thursday nights, which is
I haven't seen that.
an
one yet.
LGBTQ
It's a great show too.
talk show, and it's fantastic.
I haven't.
She's
seen
an
it.
actress. She was even according to your bio on IMDb. You even hosted a QVC, and you were
I had done yes, I was at one time. I did QVC as well.
And you were in a Doritos Super Bowl commercial. How
I
cool
was,
is
and
that?
I've been in many other commercials. Yes, I do it all. Ron, go with it. I do it all. That's your opening line.
I'm not going to be smart ass.
Don't disappoint me. I do it all.
The Dorito commercial was good. It was you laying naked with your legs open saying, eat me. I'm a Dorito freak.
You need to drink something. Your voice is
my
going.
voice, well, because when I talk about things
Ron, your
like
voice
that,
is changing right now while we're on here.
my
Ron's
throat-
going through puberty on this show. Oh my God, I can't take it.
We
you know
should-
what? You know why my voice does that? Because I have to be careful I don't speak like a woman. For so many years on stage, I sang and spoke as a woman.
I love that.
And my voice can very easily become a woman's voice, and I can speak like a woman in a second. And I can be very sexy, sexier than you, Wendy, because my breasts are far bigger. And all the men just love me. They want to caress me and hold me and have sex with me. And I say, no, I want to be like Wendy Stuart, a virgin, again and again and again. So you see, I can go from voice to voice, and I sing like a woman also.
Can you do that?
Sure, I can.
Okay, let's go.
I'm looking for trouble, and I don't care what the people say. It doesn't matter what the people say, what the people say, what the people say. I'm going to find me a lover, one in his prime, one who could show Jane a real good time. I used to do that over and over again.
I love those lyrics, Ron.
Well, that's from the French line, and it's a song that Jane sang, and I discussed it with Jane. And I said to Jane, I love French line. And she said, oh, please, Ron, don't even bring that movie up. And I said, why? She said, Howard Hughes was impossible. I said, why? She said, he wanted me to wear a G-string bikini like the girls did in France. And in those days, that was naughty. She said, I wanted like a one-piece bathing suit to do that dance number in. So I went off to the beach. I went to Santa Monica with my kids, and I said, Howard, screw you. Until you come up with a decent costume, I'm not doing the movie. So he then gave her the bathing suit with the cutouts and the famous dance number when Jane does a striptease, which is wonderful. And I did that in my show. I duplicated everything. And it was one of the highlights of my show. My audiences were all straight. I never did gay audiences. I did all the straight supper clubs, and the straights would go crazy. And the women would get mad at sometimes because the husbands got turned on.
God.
No, seriously, they really did.
I believe it.
But from this 6-foot man that became a 5'8" woman, So
how did you become 5'8"? Did you slouch?
No, all my props were super big. It was a chair, it was an oversized chair. No, seriously, if I held a champagne glass, it was an oversized champagne glass. And when I had backup dancers, when I did the Copacabana nightclub in New York, which I was the first first impersonator ever to do the Copa. I had backup boys, and they were up on platforms, and I would dance in the middle of the platform, so the boys all look way taller than I was.
Wow.
And I did the Barry Manilow. She was a star. Her name was Jane.
Her name was Lola.
We changed. Here's the lyric. Her name was Jane. She was a star, famous for her cross-heart bra. That was the lyric.
Actually, we should let everybody know too, though, because Wendy basically does anything and everything, and we mentioned it before. that she's a phenomenal gay activist. She's also performs at all kinds of things. She does parodies, she sings,
Yep.
she dances, she
I have
hosts.
a whole bunch of shows actually coming up. I don't know how this even happened, but yes, I do. I'm with the Imperial Court, performing with them the end of September. I write my own parodies. I lip sync. I'm doing a show with Tim Moss at XOXO September 8th.
I will never forget the first time I met Tim Moss. I was peeing in my pants. He was on a platform in red high heels.
I believe it. He's so
doing that song that I don't remember what it was, but I was screaming from him. I loved it. What he
halfway
did.
through it.
What happened halfway?
Like
through?
halfway through it, he pulled off the thing and he was like in a skirt or something.
Right.
I mean, it was hilarious.
and then heels in a skirt. I love it.
No, that's the first time I met him, and I told him, I said, I think this act is fabulous.
Actually, it's funny that we know you and all the people that you hang out with. We knew all of them, but when we lived in Pennsylvania, we never knew you.
Well, because I didn't know any of them. I didn't know you. I didn't know any of them. I gave a huge event before the pandemic. It was called the Extravaganza for my birthday, and I did it with Nick Lyon. We produced it. It was a big, big party, and we did 2 shows at that party. And that is how I ended up meeting everybody.
Oh, so you didn't know them. You didn't know them then when we lived there.
Him at his opening for his wonderful film Junk. Nick Lyon had been friends with me on Facebook and finally decided to take the leap and meet me in person and said, hey, do you want to go to this opening? It's a really great friend of mine. It's going to be a fun film. So I went with Nick. I met a bunch of people that night. I met Tim that night. And then I gave this big party. And I said to Nick, I want to do 2 shows. And he called up everybody that he knew, which are all the same people that you know, which is ironic. And the rest is history. The irony of it all is those are all the people that I performed with online during the pandemic. Ike Avelli,
Yes.
Tim Moss, Chauncey Dandridge, who I don't think you know, who's our producer on our Wednesday show, but Evan Lawrence, one after the next. 6 degrees of separation are now 1 degree of separation.
The other thing,
Also, when you're a New Yorker, hey, New York is a tiny little town. People think it's so big. No, New York is very small. Very
Right.
small.
Right,
I mean,
it is.
when I lived there, I knew everybody. Everybody knew me.
I'm sure everybody knew you, Ron.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was on 3rd Avenue working every night. I used to go to every car and negotiate money, so they all knew me.
so wait. Another funny thing though, that we have a 6 degree of separation. Where is it that you go on the weekends a lot? I forgot the name of the town.
So, I go to Milford, Pennsylvania, where you guys almost moved.
We almost bought a house in Milford.
I love Milford.
Milford is
and I have
awesome.
news for you. I could still almost want to maybe buy a house in Milford to get out of the debt. Well, I can't take Death Valley here.
Well, where you guys are, honestly, with climate change, is going to get worse and worse in the hot.
I know that.
Ridiculously hot. So yeah, you should consider that. I'd love.
And Milford, we have a lot of rock and roll friends up there. Famous, as you know, famous rock and roll stars live there.
There's
names.
a lot of famous rock and roll.
I won't give their names because I don't want people running up there to find them.
There's also a lot of movie people, a lot of film people.
No, but the rock and roll guys that we know are major, incredibly famous rock group.
There's also because they have that Black Bear Film Festival or something like that.
Every October. Yeah, that I've had my films that I've made with Alan Kaplan in that festival. Been a part of that festival. I do the interviews for that festival. Again, we're all coming out of this pandemic, so everything was like scaled back.
Right. Now I want to go to Milford. I would love to come.
You're invited. I'm there. You can come stay with me because I would love and stay with you.
You could come and stay with us.
I'm coming with the dogs. I love dogs.
No, you can't come with your dogs.
No, I'm not bringing my dog. I'm going to sleep in the bed with your dogs.
No, you're not. No,
Shazam
will have you for Shazam will have you for dinner.
You got that big dog. It's Shazam. It's the big
Shazam, and he's not friendly. He does not like anyone that he doesn't know in the house. He will go for you. He's a very
terrible. It's terrible.
We didn't know that when we adopted him.
Well, but God bless you. You did a good thing, and as long as you don't let him bite any of your.
No. When we have guests, we put him in the bedroom.
Shazam.
He's never.
When Eileen stayed here, because we don't really have a guest room.
Ask Eileen.
But when Eileen stayed here, we had to put a muzzle on him, because we couldn't keep him in locked
and
up.
Eileen was terrified of him. She just.
He had a muzzle on the whole time. He didn't
the whole time. No. not the whole time.
Eileen
just when she's
walked in
running
my
around.
living room with her ass and hands against the wall, her back to the wall. That's how she slid across the walls to avoid the dog. And you know what
Right,
happened?
you know,
Well,
that's
no.
such a
What happened was
visual.
Eileen didn't realize that her breasts were so big that the dog could have bit her breasts because they were right in his face, even though she was 10 feet away. You know.
No,
Anyway.
I think Milford is like awesome. So the one
Yes.
thing,
Yes,
the one thing I didn't see. First of all, let's go back to your shows real quick. Tell everybody, how do they see these shows? So we
Wait,
can
I
get
wanted
people-
to ask you a question before I
Yeah.
forget. Do you know the rock group I'm talking about that lives in Milford? Because I forgot their
There's
name.
a couple of them. Did you forget the name, Ron? Is that why we're not naming them?
I swear to God, I forgot their name, and I know
There's
them.
a couple of them, and you know, I don't
And
want
one of them is my favorite group, and I forgot. Jimmy, what was their name? Remember, I told you, oh, I like that group.
I don't know who.
Where are
lives in
they
Milford.
from originally?
You know who he is. The big. He has a nice wooden chalet up there.
I think you're thinking about
Milford.
No, I think you're not thinking about Milford. I think you're thinking about the other
Milford.
place in New York that we looked at to
What
buy a
place?
house.
Woodstock. It was Woodstock,
Oh,
Ron.
maybe it was Woodstock.
Isn't it wonderful, Ron? We can read your thoughts. We know you.
I
live-
love Woodstock, and we do know a
Yeah.
lot of musicians who live in Woodstock.
Yeah,
lot
and a lot of movie people are in Woodstock too.
Big stars.
We went to the movies. We went there and got to interview people for their festival, and they had like huge A-list. We met Stephen Lang.
I love
all
Stephen
kinds of
Lang.
the biggest stars ever. It was awesome.
Big A-list in Woodstock.
Stephen Lang, you know, when I was interviewing, I said, Stephen, it's so nice that you're so warm and loving to me. And, you know, I'm gay. You're not homophobic. I said, so let's dance. And he got up and we started slow dancing together.
Oh,
Stephen,
right. So
it's on video. You could see it in my interview with Steve Lang on YouTube. Steve is really a terrific, sensational guy. You know, his wife is a costumer, so she knows every queen in the
Yeah.
world. So that's why he's very gay, exposed to gay people.
So we just have two reasons now for you guys to come east in the summertime when it's 135 degrees out where you are.
Yes.
Well, today it's cold.
What is it, 110?
No, it's
No,
1.8.
One-
I'm gonna put my fur coat on and go out.
So
So
Ron,
hang on.
Jimmy wants me to speak now and tell people where they can find
I want everybody to know, where do
Okay.
they go find your shows?
Okay, so on
Any bathroom wall,
Jesus
in the men's room or women's room of any bathroom.
every Wednesday at 2:00, I live stream with Tim Moss from Pangea. And that is on Wendy Stuart TV, along with Pandemic Cooking with Wendy, which you can catch 115 episodes. And on Thursdays, my live show is called, what is my Thursday show?
Diversity Talk.
And you're not even 81 and you're shot.
I know. Diversity Talk is on Thursdays at 7:00. But again, everything is on my fabulous YouTube channel. And
Wendy
I have
Stuart
to give
TV.
a shout out for that Wendy Stuart TV channel because the person who was responsible for it is sitting right here. That is Jimmy Starr. Thank you so much for that.
My pleasure. I love it. Love it.
And Wendy's husband, Alan, happens to be one of the best photographers
Thank
around.
you. He
And
is.
Tell us who he has shot.
Oh my God. Alan, who have you shot? Who's the big rock person? Eileen loves Billy Idol, Whitney Houston. I could, just so many celebrities.
More companies like Budweiser.
Yeah, and he's worked for Budweiser, American Express, Orange Communications, Nokia. Alan does these what they call lifestyle campaigns. Like, you know what a lifestyle campaign is?
Yes.
Yeah,
boys know
that I know.
Okay,
I do, but I bet our readers don't. So our listeners
right. So
don't.
wait,
So you
so I
tell
want Ron to tell me if, like, we were taking shots of you, Ron. What would qualify it to be a lifestyle campaign? What would you be doing?
Me in a bubble bath with lots of suds and an erection coming through the bubbles with a flag on the end.
Right.
And then you would write and say, Ron Russell is a proud American.
There
He's,
you go.
he's flying his flag.
Oh, they want to see Alan. Alan, can you run over there or no?
Come on over here. So there, you see, but now you understand what lifestyle is because Ron took the time to explain that visual to you. Here
So,
he
guys,
is.
this is Alan. So
Hey,
Alan,
Alan.
you guys,
Hello.
Alan hardly ever talks, you guys, and we never got to talk to him, so I really didn't know anything about him. And then for Ron's birthday, Alan came and we sat and talked for
Yes.
hours.
Alan and Wendy came all
Not-
the way out in the shitty, freezing
It
cold
was
weather,
terrible weather, and it was worth every
rain
minute
and
of it.
horrible cold, and they got on the railroad and for like 5 or 6 weeks. They
Railroad
traveled.
and an Uber. We were on the railroad. It felt like for months. Then we had an
Right.
Uber.
And so they traveled. Took them 5 weeks.
So hang on, let me talk.
5 weeks to get from Manhattan.
So you
to
guys,
Long
listen
Island.
up. So Alan, I had several conversations where he was in the background, like he was here just a minute ago, but you never really knew anything about him. And then for Ron's birthday, he came, and they were there for hours, and we talked to him. He's one of the most accomplished, non-braggadocious people you will ever meet. He doesn't toot his own horn.
Never.
He took pictures of us. He took pictures of us that made like any picture anybody's ever taken look like shit.
I have never seen
Seriously.
a picture. I didn't see any pictures.
Yes,
It's
you
okay.
did.
I did.
You saw him that night. You were like, "Oh my god, like these are so good."
Ron, you
well,
saw
now-
them.
now-
They were
now-
on Facebook. You liked them.
What do I know?
Your design.
Alan.
And
now-
he's done stuff for
wait,
GQ.
Hang on, Alan. Photographing me has accomplished you. You're complete now. You absolutely photographed the most amazing man in the world, which is
I
Ron
love
Stark.
the
Ron
personality
Russell.
and I love the face.
There we go.
So listen, guys. Alan, you're going to be at the event, the Soho Johnny event.
Yes.
Good. I'll see both of you.
Yes. We will be there or be square.
So we're going to have a lot of fun. You know, we're all staying at the same hotel. And even Sue Wong is coming in. I'm trying to
Oh
con her.
my God, how fabulous.
Well, I'm
oh,
trying
I
to-
love her clothes. Gorgeous.
I'm trying to con her into staying at our hotel, but I don't think so.
Oh,
Our hotel is only $135 a night.
Of course it is. Where are you going? The Holiday Inn?
No, some sewer in Manhattan where they put a bed in. I'm going to leave the homeless down in the subways, but that for $135, that's what you get in New York, a bed in the homeless subways. But anyway, we're all Scott. Everybody is staying at that hotel. We are going to destroy that hotel.
It's going to be amazing.
No,
We're
it's gonna
going
be
to
a
have
lot
a
of fun.
and then at night the after party's on the penthouse rooftop.
Eileen's in there saying it's a super nice hotel. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
Thank
tell
you.
I
The voice of
tell
reason.
Eileen. Listen,
Girl
Eileen.
is the voice of
Wait,
reason.
wait, wait,
It's not
wait,
$135
wait,
a night. dude. I don't know where
Eileen.
you
No
got that.
offense, Eileen, but write your own fucking material. I'll write mine. No, somebody said it.
She says it's $200 a night with the group discount.
Oh, somebody said it was $135 for a room.
Either way, it's going to be a blast. Who
It's
cares
going to be
about
great.
the
I'm
hotel?
really looking forward to it, all of it, really.
I bring my own sheets and my own pillow, which I do. I really do.
They want to know if Alan's ever photographed anybody in the horror world, because like a lot of our people.
Oh,
like horror
right.
movies.
Like Angela's into the. By the way, Angela, being that you're too, I love the horror world. I am a big. I love ghost stories. I love horror films. All of that is right up my alley.
Wait, do you have a horror film that you like? Like, tell
Yeah,
us.
my favorite one of the scariest. There's two. There's The Last House on the Left. I know
Great
Angela
movie.
would know that one. Do you remember that?
Yeah, great movie.
Horror classic. And then the one with Nicole Kidman where they were all in that mansion.
Yes.
What was
Haunted.
it called? Not the undead. What was it called? It was
Young
very
Holy or
scary.
something.
What was
Something-
it?
I don't.
Something like that. That was a good one. So you never liked any of my movies that I'm in, or the horror movies I'm in?
I didn't
So
even know
many.
you made horror films. So you told me you were in this clown film.
I have 3 films out right now. Where have you been? And I'm shooting. And I have,
Well,
and
you
I-
know, Ron, if I don't get invited to the premiere and the red carpet, then it just goes whoop right
well,
past.
they're all in California. The red carpets.
Everybody in the chat room is talking about how Alan looks at you with like so much like love, and they think it's beautiful.
Well,
That's
of
so
course.
cute.
You know, he wants.
Hang on, let him talk. You can't hear him talk because you're talking.
Don't direct me, motherfucker. Don't direct me.
Oh my God, Popeye is out of control today.
I'm Popeye the
I knew it when he came
Sailorman.
in with that Popeye shirt on. I knew we were done for. There he goes.
There we go. And now everybody actually
Wow.
saw it. You
I
gotta,
like the
love it.
Popeye shirt, Ron. I like sleeping in graphic T-shirts like that.
You go to what is it called? Burlington, $9.98, $10.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
No, and I sleep in it. That's why
Yeah,
my
I
hair's
sleep in
like
shirts
this.
like that. They're fun.
And they cover everything, so you can walk around naked, just peekaboo a little bit of pube show, and it's sexy.
You feel sexy
So
in it.
what about movies though? Like you've done you do everything, but like what about movies? Would you want to go into some movies too? I mean, if you're in commercials, it's just like acting.
Jimmy, obviously, you're representing me. You never read my resume or anything.
I
I've
don't
done
see
tons
any
of
movies. Oh, I didn't see them. They're not on your IMDb.
They're all on my website, and there's a ton of them.
We need to like add that to your IMDb.
You
then.
absolutely do. I got my start with Trauma Productions.
Oh, Lloyd Kaufman. He's been on our show.
Yeah, Lloyd Kaufman is the best. I got my start in Trauma Productions, and I ended up that film they did, Waitress.
Yep.
I did the press tour for them. They billed me as the star of the movie. And I'm like, Lloyd, I'm not the star. He said, don't worry. We're going to open up the film, but we'll have you out of town 2 days before it opens. So nobody would be able to know that. And I remember it was like a mall junket tour. Going from mall to mall, and I had my 8x10s, and little kids would sign up, like little teenagers. And I'd be writing, Dear Susie, good luck to you. Love, Wendy. I felt like such an impersonator. It was terrible. He had me billed as the star of the movie. But I had a part.
Well, you are a star, so he was.
I am a star, but it's kind of like you, Ron. We have a part in something, but we weren't the lead, right? I always felt to promote a film, it should be the lead. But you know what? I'm good at promotion. You guys know that. I can promote anything.
Yeah, no, I promote everything I'm in because I know how hard they work
to
get the funding and to get the production going. It's not an easy job.
So, Ron, you and Jimmy are going to put me in your film then, right? Now that you know that I perform in film?
Well, actually, if if we shoot in Atlanta, you have to be in Atlanta. We have to hire only people in Atlanta so we get the discount.
Yeah.
The $1 million feedback.
It's called local hires, and I can arrange to do that. I can local hire anywhere when I do film.
Then I can, because I need a mouthy Jew broad who doesn't shut up, that comes in and bets on a horse. Do you think you know anybody like that?
Oh my God, it's Secretariat. I know he's going to win.
I love it. I love it. Seriously, because it is about Lainey Kazan plays a Jewish bookie, and I'm her husband in the mafia. And we go out to get rid of all the Nazis. This takes place in 1943. It's a wonderful film.
Love it.
It makes us Jews feel good because it's a feel good Jew movie.
And Lainey Kazan is amazing.
Well, Lainey becomes a superhero in this film, and the reason I wrote it that way is because I used all of our relatives, all our Jewish terms. You're going to love everything in it. It's so like going back to Brooklyn, 1943, when everybody was a Hamish.
It's a Hamish film.
Hamish. It's a Hamish film. Oh, by the way, folks out there, Hamish in Yiddish means a family. So, warm.
They say Alan's smile is adorable.
So it's a good, wait. I have to promo this. Let me promo this point because it's a serious point. My father, who was Jewish, always felt that the Jews did not fight hard enough in Germany to stop Hitler from doing what he was doing. And my father was frustrated with that. And even in the United States, President Roosevelt didn't want the Jews here, so he wouldn't let them in from being executed in Europe. And the Jews in America were not gathering together. It was almost as though the Jewish people were ashamed or hiding. Right. So I remembered this, and I said, I'm going to write a character who's a hero. And I made Lainey Kazan, this Jewish woman who's a bookie, become one of the greatest heroes of the Second World War. And I love the movie. Lainey said it's adorable. Everybody that's read it fell in love, especially if you're a Jew, you're going to love it. Or an Italian, because it makes the mafia nice.
Too, so.
No, it's a wonderful movie. Not because I wrote it, because I wrote it with my heart. And I wrote it with passion, and I wrote it with the understanding of what Jewish people went through during the Second World War, the horror, the fear, the worry of European relatives. It was a dreadful time. I was there, I was alive when the Second World War was.
So you remember?
I remember we didn't have food. Airplanes would come overhead, and my mother would say, "Don't worry, they're ours." It was a dreadful time to be in the United States, anywhere in the world with that fucking maniac Hitler.
Yep, absolutely.
Anyway, it's a good film. I can't wait to shoot it.
Cool.
It's going to do a lot for us Jews. It really will.
It's a good story.
You know why? Because it's something that, as I said, I wrote with my father's heart, because my father was sad all his life about that.
Because of this, right?
Because of the not fighting, because my father, the Nazis came to Genoa, where the biggest Jewish population in Italy is in Genoa, not Venice, it's Genoa, where the banking system and the stock market started. Of course, Jews did that.
Yeah, right.
Anything with money, they blame the Jews on. So why not? We did the stock market and the banking system. But the Nazis came to my grandmother's house to get my uncles to recruit them as to being Nazis. So my grandmother ran up to the country house. They dug an enormous hole, and they threw my uncles in the hole and covered it so the Nazis couldn't find them. Could you imagine living like that? What kind of a world?
That is an incredible story. Incredible.
But it's true. So now we have to make sure that the communists don't take over the United States. We don't want to live under a world like that.
Wow.
So hold on, I want to go back to Wendy then.
Back to funny.
Not the funny. I know, because we have a ton of directors and actors and producers who listen to the show, watch the show, and everything.
But wait a minute, seriously, Wendy, I do have a part for you.
So look at Wendy, though, you guys. Everybody look at her. She's got a great personality. She's got a great spunk. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. I'm sure we can make her homely if you need someone to be homely. But if you need a MILF, you've got it, too.
No, she's got to look 1943.
And
the makeup and the hair will be...
I'm not talking about for your film. I'm talking about in general. If anybody's looking to cast somebody...
You're my producer.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I know, but I'm trying to get her in other films. You already gave her a role in yours. We need to find her out.
But you're my producer and PR man. You're supposed to promote my fucking film.
Not on air. We're doing that. Yes.
Ron, this is my moment to shine.
No, your moment to shine is always, because you always will shine. You will never have a dim light ever.
Thank you, Ron.
So you guys, she's super fat. Everybody in the chat room loves you anyway.
Anyway, you're gonna be on for a while. We're not going off.
No, we have another client. We have another guest coming on in a few minutes.
Well, she'll wait.
So anyway, you guys. So you guys, Wendy. First of all, she needs help on her social media following. You guys, it's a little weak. So it'd be great if you guys could follow her on Twitter. Her Twitter is Last Model Standing, but it's not standing spelt out. So it's Last Model STANDG, because they only let you have 14 characters. Her Instagram is Model with the Mission. It's not.
That's not my Instagram. Jesus Christ, you're supposed to be my PR person.
Fire the son of a bitch.
What's your Instagram?
I have close to 5,000 followers on that. That's why I want people to follow that one. That's called She's the Last Model Standing.
She's the last model standing because she made her money laying on her back.
Okay.
That's the title.
That's my Instagram. I never use the Model with a Mission one, Jimmy.
I'm going to unfollow that one.
You've been promoting the wrong one.
That's good to know.
Okay. No wonder we have to beg for followers. Oh my God.
I really didn't know that. Okay, all right.
How humiliating! How embarrassing! How wonderful!
Ruined.
How wonderful! See, even egomaniac Jimmy Star makes a mistake.
She's the last model standing, you guys. That's the one you need to be following
on Instagram.
Yes, you guys, and she does. She has a good following, and she posts a lot of fun stuff.
El Cheapo, Wendy El Cheapo. Where's my signed copy?
What? My book?
No, your box. Of course, your book.
I didn't give you a signed copy of it yet. I was supposed to send.
No, yes, and I could have held it up and shown it.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's kill two birds with one stone. You're going to be here September 14th. Not only am I going to bring you a book, I'm going to sign it then and there, and Alan's going to photograph it.
And I could read it on the way. And I'll read it on the way back on the plane because I love to read. It's the only time I can really read scripts or books is on a plane.
Same here.
Because there's nobody busting my chops.
I agree. It's a wonderful time to do stuff.
Only time. I could read a whole full autobiography of somebody's on a flight. It's a 5.5 hour flight.
So you'll be done in a couple of hours with that.
Right, with a pleasure.
Yes. So hang on, you guys, because because Rebel's telling me since I confused everybody, we have to go over it again. So you guys, the Instagram is She's the Last Model Standing, not whatever I said, which I'm not going to repeat again.
Because Jimmy's
follow her on Instagram, and on her Twitter is Last Model Standing, and standing is spelled STANDNG.
The Twitter is also She's the Last Model Standing.
Yes, not the ad is though she's the last model.
I have to apologize for Jimmy's mistake. Living with me for 10 years, there's a lot of brain damage due to me. I gave him a lot of brain damage, trust me.
He's surviving well with you, Ron. He's thriving, as a matter of fact.
We'll be married 10 years.
With MailChimp, you get a whole lot more than a URL. You get an all-in-one marketing platform to help drive sales. That means you can connect your data to make more informed, smarter decisions, and you get powerful automation tools like our Customer Journey Builder to ensure you never miss an opportunity to turn shoppers into loyal customers. So if you're ready to integrate your marketing and boost sales, get started today at MailChimp.com/smartmarketing. MailChimp, built for growing businesses.
If you've ever been a renter, you know it's stressful to find a place with everything you love and nothing you don't. But did you know Zillow does rentals? It makes the search so easy. They have filters for pretty much everything, so you can find that place that's in your budget, but also isn't a shoebox. Or a place that's close to your parents, but far enough they have to call first. Plus, it's easy to apply, request tours, and pay rent in the app. Head to ZillowRentals.com and find your sweet spot.
We have a couple minutes left. Let's do some hypothetical
Wendy, don't go away.
Let's do some hypotheticals. So now you're an interviewer. You're interviewing all these fabulous
and you're
people
damn good
in
at
the
it.
world of entertainment and in the gay world. So a bucket list. If you could interview any person on the planet, who's somebody that you're like, oh my God, I would like, and maybe you can pick a male and a female for us. Of who's somebody you want to interview.
Absolutely, really tough because so many of the ones I would want to interview are dead.
Okay, they can be dead. We'll make them come back to
no,
life for one day.
The answer to female would be Joan Rivers. That would be totally amazing. Why would I love to interview her? She is so quick. I like that's what I like about Ron. Snappy, really snappy and really quick.
I'm from the Joan Rivers stand-up.
I know. It's like
we all were like that. Everybody in our times block was that way. So Joan Rivers and quite a few others, Shecky Green.
They're just quick like that. It's always going to be comedians. I love Billy Crystal. I think love to do
again. Every great comedian was Jewish and from Brooklyn.
There you go.
Look at it. Everybody except Joan Rivers.
I missed my suitcase. There you go. He's from Brooklyn. Alan's from Bensonhurst.
Okay, I was from Red Hook.
God, that's a little further. Yeah, the family is in Red Hook.
I was born in the Red Hook projects. It was, during the war, nobody had money. My parents were on welfare, so we lived in the projects.
Your story is amazing, Ron. We need to get your story on film.
Nah.
History.
No, it was nice living in Brooklyn back in those. There was only Jews and Italians in my neighborhood.
Right.
That's all. There was nobody else.
Yeah, your neighborhood too was mostly Italian. The kids on the street in Ellen's neighborhood, the kids even 20 years ago didn't even speak English. All you heard was Italian.
I mean, I would go in some of my friends' houses and I'd say, so what's doing? What do you got to eat? And the grandmother would come out, the old Yiddish brought the baba, and she'd say, here, darling, look what I've got for you. Nice. Mandel bread. Oh, how I fucking love mandel bread. And this old lady used to know what
that is.
Oh, when we're in New York, we're going to go to.
You'll get mandel bread in New York.
Wait a minute. She used to make it with prunes, and it was delicious.
Mandel bread with prunes. Boy, that would loosen things up a lot, wouldn't it?
No, it was delicious. I love mandel bread.
Oh, you know what we should do too, because we're gonna have to go in a minute. We should give a plug because you do your show every Wednesday at 2:00 at Pangea Restaurant.
Yes. So then I want to give the plug for that, please. Everybody who's watching now, my show is at 2:00. It's live from Pangea. You're probably wondering, why do I do it from this restaurant? Of any place in New York, they have supported artists consistently for decades. They have a cabaret room that is second to none, an incredible bar, a menu that would knock your socks off. And they are one restaurant that throughout the entire pandemic was able to keep it going, including having performers outside, okay, when we couldn't have people inside. Now we have them inside. Now things have normalized, but it's such a terrific place. And Jimmy and Ron, when you come here, we have to have dinner here. Please.
Listen, because we know you, if we give you a name, do we get a discount?
Okay, I'll ask if we can. Jesus Christ, you are just a SOB.
Well, when you have celebrities dining in your restaurant, you should give them a discount. Meanwhile, he asked the guy if he wants to book me there. I'll do Jane there one night.
If you wanted to, Jane, I would totally do it. Are you ready to do that again, Ron?
I don't know. You
notice I asked that.
Wait, there are moments where I get sentimental and I miss my a crazy 2 shows nightly for 30,000 years. And then there are times I say, oh, you're so old, you couldn't do it anymore. And your humor is old. Nobody gets it. When I write jokes on Facebook, people don't get it. They don't. Well, because you've been around.
That's because you're more than 30.
And our humor.
Ron, you're actually funny, you know? You are funny.
Yeah,
funny's got nothing to do with age ever. Funny is funny.
No, but today these young people are so fucking sensitive to every shit you say. So if you do a joke,
well, you're offensive, Ron.
No, they do they do everything. What did she say?
She said, "Well, you're offensive.
You're offensive. You're never politically correct."
Wait, Alan's gonna remember Belle Barth. Alan.
Belle
Barth. Okay, you know what she used to say? If I offend you, tell your friends.
Right.
Remember? Or she would
do it
say
with style.
Right?
Yeah,
I used to love when she would sing "Getting Banged in a Gondola." What was that? The whole Belle Barth was wonderful. I grew up listening to Belle Barth's humor. Another great comedian.
Yeah.
I went up to the Jewish Alps once. I worked there for a weekend.
The Borscht Belt.
Right. And they had knockers. Nobody knows what knockers are. Alan, you know what a knocker is. It's the wooden mallet. Because the women had nails done and millions of diamond rings on, and they couldn't clap because their hands didn't move. So they gave them knockers, and they banged on the table with knockers. And Belle Barth was appearing there, and I had the pleasure of meeting her, and she was so filthy. And I told her, I told her, I said, "You are the filthiest mouth I've ever heard in my life, and I adore you." And she hugged me, and she said, "Boobala, come over here, give me a hug."
In the chat room, they're all right, and the reason you're so funny is because you're not politically correct.
Who wants to be politically correct is bullshit. That's all.
Dave uses that. He likes knockers.
Politically correct is prejudice. That's prejudice.
Actually, Dave, this is Wendy. She's a little older than the 20-year-olds you usually like, but look how gorgeous she is. I mean, she's like one hot mama.
She's a beautiful. You know what? My
Dave's our resident perv.
My friend. Wendy, you're gonna like this. My friend Teresa, who you met at my birthday party.
Oh, I love her. She was great.
She said to me that you are probably one of the most beautiful women she's seen in a long time.
Amazing.
No, really, she really gave you a lot of compliments. She said, "I love her look, her
and
face."
She's not one to normally do that.
No, normally she'll say
all she does is trash everybody.
No, she does. No, that's not true. God. She doesn't trash everybody. She'll critique everybody. Like, oh, that one, she's got too much makeup on, or she looks like a tramp.
Yeah, and you came out like a star.
You came out with 100% good.
You.
She really liked you a lot.
Which was a lot.
She's coming to the Soho Johnny event.
It's going to be a reunion. It'll be like so fabulous. It really will.
We're all going to be together. I get to see Mark, who I love. Mark is my favorite sister.
You have to say Mark who? Mark de Alwes, you guys.
Oh, yeah, I knew who he meant. Mark is so handsome. Such a beautiful guy, really.
Inside and out.
Yeah, he's absolutely beautiful. I love his husband, Billy Hess. Great guy.
Well, Billy is out of his fucking mind, and I love every minute with him.
Just a great
Billy, wait, I'm telling you, Wendy, you've never been with. Wait, is that broad still there? What's the name?
I don't know
one with the big tits.
She's working.
Oh, she left?
I don't know.
Anyway, Eileen and Billy and I together.
I can imagine.
No, you can't.
It's out of control.
Totally.
You should have seen them in Beverly Hills in the park where George Michael got arrested in the toilet. They were all like taking pictures in there.
Wow.
I brought Eileen into the toilet, and men were outside looking, and there's Eileen standing next to the urinal where he got busted, taking pictures.
I thought it was going to be totally different. Like I thought it would be like in the music video that George Michael did when he made the music video, but it wasn't. It was just like this dumpy little, like disgusting bathroom.
It's a park toilet.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
What did you
Nothing
want?
Special.
What do you want? Swans for the taps in the sink?
I don't know. I just thought it would be
gold.
It's in Beverly Hills. I thought it would look better.
Gold swans.
You gotta love it. So everybody, make sure you tune in to Wendy with her shows. If These Walls Could Talk is on Wednesday at 2:00. Triversity Talk is Thursday nights at 7 p.m. These are Eastern time.
10-minute cooking is anytime. 115 episodes on my YouTube channel, which is Wendy Stuart TV. My Instagram, she's the last model standing. Please follow me. You can go to my regular Facebook page, Wendy Stuart. Just like me, write a comment, tell me who you are, please, because I have all these guys from Afghanistan that want to be friends, and I don't imagine that Jimmy Starr's sending them.
Yeah,
and if you follow Wendy Stuart, you might get lucky.
There you go.
How's it gonna get
Ron,
lucky?
Jimmy.
Thank you, guys.
And you guys,
Well, wait a minute, I
Alan.
wanted to-
How do we show your where do people find out more about you, Alan? Because you're like one of the most accomplished people ever. Like, do you have a website or something, or where will we send people?
Your website.
Alan Kaplan Photography.
.com. And so it's AlanKaplanPhotography.com. Instagram, it's Alan Kaplan Photography.
Right, or art.
Or Alan Kaplan Art. Alan is also a very accomplished painter as well.
I'm gonna
And
follow those.
that's another thing. Shout out to anybody out there. We're looking for a gallery now for the body of work that Alan has. Really incredible stuff. And we're looking for a gallery to put it into. So anybody knows anyone for that, that would be great.
Okay, I'm gonna look up those. I'm gonna find those on Instagram and follow them. All right.
Thanks.
All right, everybody. That's Wendy's.
Thank
That's
you to
Wendy's
everybody in the chat room today. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye. Bye. Love you guys. Yay. Wasn't that fun? You guys did fabulous.
Wendy, I adore you. You're the best, Wendy. You're full of life. You're up. You're exciting. You're funny. You're beautiful. You're warm. You're loving. You're terrific.
Absolutely.
She's a doll. I like her. She's a good friend. And Alan's a sweet guy, quiet, but still waters run deep. Watch out. He could be a perv.
He does such wonderful work. It's not even funny.
He does.
He's not a perv.
No, I know. I'm only teasing. Would you stop it?
I know. But there's so many new people listening that they don't know. That
You know what? They got to get over it then. If they don't know who I am and that I'm always teasing and kidding around, they shouldn't be listening to our show. They should be watching.
Julia says she's having a good time.
They should be watching reruns of Perry Mason.
Julia's having a good time. So our next guest is here too. So let's bring him in. All right, Rebel, bring him in.
Bring them on.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, man, how you doing? I'm gonna move into the other room where it's not so bright.
Okay, that works out perfect. So, how do I actually pronounce your last name?
Vescera.
Vescera. Okay.
Jimmy, what's wrong with you that you don't know how to pronounce?
I just want to make sure I do it right when I do it.
Vescera means the night in Italian. Vescera.
Are you Italian? Oh no, we lost him.
He froze. He got so upset he froze. They're starting that.
So much for that.
Okay.
You're Italian, right? Vescera.
Here we go.
All right. There we go. That's good.
Better. Cool.
Vescera,
How you doing?
Are you good? Are you Italian?
I certainly am.
With that face, you couldn't be anything else. I mean, you got the map of Italy on that mug, kiddo. And Vescera means of night.
All right, so I'm going to do a formal introduction now that we've got him here. You ready to go? Here we go. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented Mike Vescera, who is the lead vocalist for AniMaze X, one of the coolest heavy metal bands on the planet Earth. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey, man. How you guys doing?
We're fantastic. How are you?
Okay, wait. Before we go any further, Michael, less ceiling, more you.
Oh, do you want to sit over
There we go.
Perfect. Perfetto. Now, sei bellissimo. Adesso sei proprio bellissimo. Parli italiano? Lei parla italiano?
Very little.
But you capisce tutto.
I don't know what that
He
means.
understands, but he doesn't speak.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I understand a little bit. I grew up around it, but trying to get some headphones.
I'm 100% Italian.
I am too. Just I'm very, very Americanized.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I was born in America also, but I learned Italian because they sent me to Italy when I was bad to live with my grandmother for a year. I came back worse.
So hold on. So let me introduce you. So this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host Ron Russell.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Jimmy Star. Nice to meet you. And we have a chat room with like a zillion countries represented. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
And before we go any further, I want to say something, Michael. I am so sorry. We are not allowed to play your music, or we would. They will take it off the air. They did that. They kicked us off the air. We are not allowed to play anyone's music, even though it's yours. The only way we can listen to you is if you play something live now. Then we can promote you. But I don't want you to think that we are oversighting you by not playing your music. But I wish
no problem.
We're live.
I really wish we could because I enjoy it.
They're all saying in the chat room they already know who you are because they're all saying they love the Strawberry Fields forever.
Right.
They like love it. So
How could you not love it?
So all right.
Awesome.
So listen up, everybody. So first of all, you're in Florida, right?
I'm in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason Eileen told me you were in Florida.
Now tell me, how come everybody's moving to Nashville?
What's
going on there? What's going on there?
It's just a great place. It's a really cool place to live. The nightlife is unbelievable. For music, there's no other place like it in the world. It's just all happening here. So there's a ton of musicians, and taxes are low. Property tax is really low, and it's just cool.
So many people from LA, I can't tell you, moving to Nashville as well as Atlanta and Nevada.
Yeah.
There's a great mass exodus out of California. You know that.
Yeah.
That's where we are. We're
tremendous,
in California.
We're in Palm Springs.
Cool.
Tremendous exodus
Yeah.
from California.
Yeah, there's a ton of people from California moving here. It's crazy. Property's gone through the roof, but really insane the amount of people coming here.
The cost of living in California has really gotten to the point of unaffordable for most.
Yeah. I'm from Connecticut, and it's pretty much the same there.
Right.
They're just taxing everyone out of there.
I'm from New York, Long Island,
yeah.
Brooklyn and Long Island. The taxes on Long Island are a joke. You buy a house and you could pay $23,000 a year in tax. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, it's crazy. But,
all right, so let's go back.
So much for that.
Let's go back to music. So all right, you guys.
Music.
So listen up, you guys. So Mike is and this is such a cool concept. He's in a metal band. Their name is AniMaze X. They're actually like because they had it was a couple of different bands first, right?
Yeah, well, we started with it started as Animetal USA in Japan. We did a thing for Sony, and we did mainly Japanese anime stuff, heavy metal versions of it, and it did great. We did 2 records. It did really well, and Sony just kind of dropped the ball on it. We started touring in the States, and everything just fell apart. So at that point, we decided to mess around with some Disney songs, and we demoed a few things and approached Disney, and they loved it. So we did a thing called D-Metal Stars. And that was really successful. And I don't know if you're familiar with Disney, but when you work with Disney, they dictate everything you do.
Yes.
So
like Snow White, the Virgin.
So we weren't allowed to do anything. We had offered tours and all sorts of stuff, and they just refused to let us do anything. So
I was going to ask you that as a question.
Yeah.
I was going to say to you, working for Disney, how restricted are you? That was one of my questions. I can't imagine heavy metal making sense with Disney bullshit.
No, but what they do, tell them what you actually
explain it to me.
Tell them what you do, because I don't think a lot of people know, and Strawberry Fields isn't the best example compared to the other stuff.
I love Strawberry Fields.
Yeah, we did a whole record of Disney classics, some of the newer stuff, some of the older stuff. We did Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
Whistle while you work.
Whistle while you work. We did a whole bunch of stuff. I can't, for the life of me, I can't think of the songs right now. But it was a whole bunch of stuff that we grew up on, and recent stuff like Beauty and the Beast and a couple other things like that. And it was really done well. It was heavy metal, but it was really melodic. It wasn't ugly in any way. When you think of heavy metal, it was really, really nice.
How about Peter Pan and I Can Fly? You can fly, you can fly.
Yeah,
I love Peter Pan.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
That's a good one. You can fly, you can fly. It was a very melodic song. You should have done that. That would have been a good one.
Well, we went through a bunch of, we demoed a whole bunch of stuff and we submitted it to them. And the funny thing is we did Let It Go from Frozen, and that's what they signed the whole deal on, and then they refused to let us release it on the record, which was really bizarre,
Which is so funny.
No, very stupid is what it is.
It's so funny though, because Let It Go, that was like one of the biggest of that year. That was probably like the biggest song of that year. I mean, everybody freaking knows the song.
What was the reasoning for that?
Not really sure. I know they had Frozen 2 coming out at the time, and they never gave us a clear answer. They just said no. And that's
I would have said why. Why no?
We said why. We said why to a lot of things with Disney, and we never got a clear answer. Even they do a heavy metal thing at the park in Orlando every year, and they bring in some really, really heavy acts, much heavier than what we were doing, and they just refused to let us tour and do anything as a heavy metal act, and they make no sense. There's no rhyme or reason to.
So okay,
a friend of mine is on a very famous TV talk show in New York, and she said, and it's Disney owned, and she said they're cheap as anything. They're so friggin' cheap.
Yeah.
No, really,
So
they're very cheap, Disney.
So hang on for a second. We have to stop in the second of all. So we have a supporter of the show, and she lives in Germany, and she's in the chat room writing in you guys' Instagrams and Twitters and links to go see the music and your websites and all kinds of stuff. Her name is B. Claudia. So I need you to do me a favor and just say, hey, B. Claudia, and tell her who you are from AniMaze X.
Hey, B. Claudia, this is Mike Vescera from AniMaze X. How are you?
There you go. That way she can be all happy because she's the coolest lady you'll ever meet ever.
Awesome.
And, so then I went. So first of all, you guys, AniMaze X's website is animazex.com.
Right.
They have a new cover of the Beatles' Strawberry Fields Forever out right now, a heavy metal version. It's freaking absolutely amazing. They had 2 number 1 selling albums.
Who has it? Disney?
No, him. No, AniMaze X.
Oh,
no, it's on Tribeca Records.
Because I was going to say if Disney had it, I would have said
no. Disney's gone.
No, I would have said you can't use it.
No, Disney's gone.
I would have got even.
Disney's-
I would have got even Italian style. Well, you can't use fuck you. You can't use Strawberry Fields Forever. Disney.
No, they had 2 number 1 selling albums in Japan. They were called the D Metal Stars at the beginning. Then, right? Is that how it worked? Because
Exactly.
I googled D Metal Stars, and there was like you guys had your own video games in Japan, like actual video games called D Metal Stars. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were like number 1 and number 2 and kids and adults. We were doing theme music for TV shows, for anime series. It really, exploded. And, Rolling Stone did a big article on us here in the States and for Europe. And it even did really well here. And it's just bizarre, the success we had. And they just didn't want to let us promote it or tour or do anything.
So then I
really think that's like some kind of communism or some shit. I mean,
sounds like it.
they really shouldn't do that. What happened to freedom of expression, freedom of doing? I mean, you're an artist. You cannot contain an artist. You can't.
Right.
You can't can an artist. I really get pissed off when I hear shit like this.
Well, the cool thing is that we can still do the songs live. We could re-record them. So we will do Disney, a lot of those songs during our live show as well. So,
what are some of your favorite shows? What are some of the favorite songs that you guys like to perform?
We love doing Strawberry Fields. We do a cover of Working on the Railroad, which will be coming out soon as a single. And
That's like I've been working on the railroad. That one?
Yeah.
That's right. The old classic.
And then the Disney stuff, we love doing Let It Go and some of the older stuff. We do a medley of all the the 40s shows and stuff. Snow White and Song of the South. We do some of that stuff. So there's a lot of them that we really love doing. And then we're doing a bunch of new stuff. We're doing Spider-Man, Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers. That one?
Yes.
Oh my God! And Spider-Man, and I want a Spider Can. Oh my God, I love it.
Wait, Michael, did you do Zippity Doo-Dah?
We did in the medley. Yes, we did. And
I love that.
Yeah.
No, these are beautiful pieces of music, Jimmy.
Yeah,
and done in metal. I'm dying to hear this.
Oh no, it's really.
I want to hear Zippity Doo-Dah in metal.
Yeah,
definitely.
We did a medley of 5 songs, and that was one of the songs. We actually did Winnie the Pooh. That we did.
Did you do Snow White? I'm Wishing.
We did Wishing Upon a Star. We did do that.
Not the other one. When I'm wishing, when she sings Into the Well, she's wishing to get
No.
laid. She was wishing to get laid that night, so she kept singing, I'm wishing for the man I love.
Yeah, no, we did do that one. Not yet, anyways. But yeah, and the way we did the songs was really nice. It was really, everybody loved it. It was great for families. Young kids loved it. Adults loved it. And Disney just kind of.
I cannot imagine Disney music in heavy metal. I must hear your album. Like as soon as we get off the air, we're playing it.
Yeah,
where can we get it? By the way, let's get the plug.
You can, you can buy it online anywhere like Amazon, any of the iTunes, any of that stuff. You could buy it, or you can go on YouTube and listen to it. It's all listed there if you plug in.
And how much? How much is it to buy?
Oh, I don't even know. Honestly, digital download is probably $10, $1 a song, maybe.
Okay, folks. So it's $1 a song. That's no big deal. You can afford it. You can afford it.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll re-record it or release it as a live thing as well. Some of the Disney stuff, and that's all on Tribeca Records, which is Soho Johnny and John Velasco. So
yes, we love them.
Yeah,
are you going to be performing at Johnny's event?
I just got a notice about it on the 11th.
Yes.
I just got a notice today about it, so I'll be discussing it with them. It'd be nice.
Yeah, please do. We're going to be there. We're covering it.
Oh, okay.
And
Awesome.
be there because I want to hear your shit. Be there.
Yeah, awesome.
So last week or
wait a minute, it's a big deal, and the press that's covering it is major. So
Okay.
you will get such visibility. You will really.
Okay. Oh, great.
So 2 weeks ago or last week, you were in Times Square and you recorded for Wonderama. I don't know if everybody knows what Wonderama is. I didn't know what it was.
I remember Wonderama.
But Wonderama has made a comeback, and they've been on the air. One of the oldest kids shows. I think they've been on the air for like 60 years or something.
I remember Wonderama.
And so you did
my kids were little.
You did an episode of Wonderama, and didn't you play? You played the whatever song you just told me a minute ago. What did you play?
We did Working on a Railroad and Strawberry Fields. We did 2 songs. It's crazy. David Osmond's hosting it. He's one of the Osmond brothers' children.
Sons. Yes.
Sons. Yeah. So
who was the host of Wonderama years ago?
Oh God,
they had 3 different.
I knew him. I knew the host. He was at my daughter's pageant. His name was. He's dead now. His name was. Oh my God. He dated my daughter. In fact, I knew him. The guy that hosted Wonderama was called. Oh Jesus, what was his name? Good-looking guy. Anyway, it'll come to me.
Yeah, I can't remember.
No, but
I remember the show.
I know him. I knew him.
Yeah. Wow.
Actually, Eileen's in the chat room too. Say hi to Eileen.
No, I don't want to say hi to Eileen. No, I'm just joking. Hey, Eileen.
Nobody.
Sandy Becker.
Sandy Becker. My daughter dated Sandy Becker. Sandy Becker was the host of Wonderama.
And Eileen insists.
And I knew Sandy Becker.
Eileen insists that you guys play at the September 11th thing. We can't wait. We're flying.
And Michael, nobody says hi to Eileen. They just want to grab her.
Yeah, give her a big hug, right?
No, just put your head between, put your face between her cleavage and relax.
So tell me, how did you get involved then in this? How were you how did you become the lead singer of this whole deal?
Well, I've been somewhat popular in the heavy metal world throughout the years. I sang for a band called Loudness that was quite popular, and then a guy named Yngwie Malmsteen, and I kind of became the singer for all these great guitar players. So you
played with Yngwie Malmsteen? He's he's huge. He's not like a little guy. He's like one of the biggest guys in the fucking world.
Yeah, I sang for him for almost 4 years.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm pretty well known in the business, and especially in Japan or Europe, and here somewhat too in the States. But
I bet you are. But listen, I want to apologize for Jimmy's dirty fucking mouth. He curses a lot.
Hey, I don't mind. I'm just as bad. I'm trying not to be.
I love it.
You're allowed on our show. We like to say fucking shit like that because we have over 5 million viewers and listeners. I'm not
Awesome.
lying.
Yeah,
We
no,
are-
I've heard.
And they love all the filth. So which goes to prove that 5 million people in the world like dirty, like pervs. They like dirty talk.
Hey, it's reality.
So wait, go
No,
ahead.
it's fun because we don't
Okay.
say it derogatorily. We
Right.
say it as campy and fun. If
Right.
you say it to someone in a mean content, then it's not polite or pretty.
Right.
But
right.
if like like I always say, I'm from Brooklyn. If I saw you in the street in Brooklyn, I'd say, "Hey, Mikey, how the fuck are you? What's going on?
Right.
How's it swinging, babe?"
Exactly.
And that's a warm welcome. That's a good
Yeah.
friend says that.
It is. I'm used to that. That's what I come from. So
Well, I come from. That's how I am. I mean, I see my friends in Brooklyn. I say, "Hey, fucko, how you doing?" Or "Fuckface, fuckface, or
fuckface.
fucko, or fuckface." Either one, fuckface or fucko.
So wait,
How
go
you
back.
doing?
How did you? So okay, so now
And,
you're
and when I meet my female friends, I go, "Oh, putana, how are you?"
So wait, you're popular. A lot of people know you. How did you come up with, or who came up with the idea to put together a band and play kids songs in heavy metal?
Great idea.
When we did the anime thing in Japan, it was so successful. Sony had approached me and asked me, they wanted to do a project with me, and we kind of threw out a couple of ideas, and we tried this. We tried the anime thing, and that was really crazy. We had the kabuki makeup on, and it was really, really over the top. And they got a lot of pretty popular guys. Rudy Sarzo on bass, who played with Quiet Riot and Ozzy Osbourne, and then Scott Travis played drums, who played in Judas Priest, and a bunch of popular guys. Chris Impellitteri on guitar. So we just kind of tested that, and it did so well, and it did well worldwide. When that kind of fell apart, why we don't know, we decided to start looking at kids' music. We tried doing Broadway stuff. We did kids' music. We did, we actually did a cover of, Is It Ain't We Got Fun? The old like 1920s song, or turn of the century. So we tried a lot of different things. So we're not just doing kids' music. We're also doing, stuff from movies, stuff from Broadway, stuff from cartoons, superheroes. So, we're just, we kind of tested the waters on a few things, and everyone loved this, and we love it, and it's a lot of fun.
I think the idea of doing the Disney thing is great. It's a gimmick. It's catchy, and the young kids today, they don't really want to hear "I'm wishing" all that faggy shit. They want to hear heavy metal. So now you're giving them wholesome crap in heavy metal. It's wonderful.
Right.
But you guys too, you can go on YouTube and you can watch the videos, because they have a couple of great videos out. And one of the things that I think is so cool about it is the fact that it's not like a bunch of guys. I mean, basically, you got 4 guys or whatever that have been extremely successful in their own right, coming together to do this.
Right.
Right. And so it automatically brings a fan base of all you guys as fans that you already have. And then by doing the type of music you adding, I mean, because it's really a family thing. It's not really just for kids. It's for everybody.
Yeah. It's for adults,
What instrument do you play?
I sing. I'm the vocalist, so I'm the singer.
Listen. So if you don't want your vocals torn out of your throat, I make a phone call to Brooklyn. They rip your lungs right out. They rip the throat out with it. You better show up at the Soho Johnny event. Okay. You got it? Well, I'm making one. I'm dropping a dime on you, and the vocals are gone. You'll need that fucking machine you put to your throat. Where you talk like that.
So there's no limits either, though, then, because basically you can do anything.
Right.
You guys can come up with such a wide variety of a selection of songs to do. It's amazing.
Exactly. It's wide open for us to do anything. And, it's funny too, because even the diehard heavy metal fans love this sort of thing. It's crazy.
It's new. Anything new is good.
Yeah, exactly.
How much metal can you listen to for the last 30, 40 years?
Right, exactly.
This is refreshing. It's new. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I can't. I swear to God. I swear.
Go Power Rangers.
I swear on my kids. Yeah. I have to paint a wall in my house, so I'm going to put your music on while I'm painting the wall. After the show, I got to paint.
Awesome.
I would love to hear the Power Rangers one. I'm a big
No, I want to hear the Disney shit.
The Power Rangers one though. Well, the Disney shit I don't think is out. Well, the Strawberry Fields Forever.
Oh, can I get the Disney stuff?
The Disney stuff. I think it's on YouTube. I think if you put D Metal Stars as a search, it'll come up. It'll list all the songs.
You know, this interview is going right to YouTube. You know that. So everybody out there, if you miss it and your friends miss it, you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you gotta love it. So actually, do you actually like superhero shit?
I do. You know, I grew up on it, and I really, I love it. So it's cool.
I collect action figures, like superhero action figures and horror movie action figures.
Oh, really? Cool.
It's like my thing.
Cool.
So are you more of a Marvel or a DC person?
It's hard to say. We kind of do both. So
I do both too. I do both too. Well, no, a lot of people are diehards, one or the other. I do both.
Listen, I'd like to sing a Disney song for both of you. Okay.
Okay.
May I?
Yes.
Hi ho, we're off to the burlesque show. We pay 2 bits to see 2 tits. Hi ho, hi. Do you have that lyric in your song?
It's not, but it could be. I think it should be in the future. I like that lyric.
We sang that that's Brooklyn. That's how we learned to sing. We sang little melody, little lyrics like that.
That's great. My grandparents lived in the Bronx, so I used to spend summers in the Bronx.
So Bronx is as bad as Brooklyn.
Yeah, and then I had family in Brentwood on Long Island, and so I was in Brentwood all the time too. So
and I lived on Long Island. But Brooklyn and the Bronx, you won't get Italian food anywhere in America like Brooklyn and Bronx.
No.
The restaurants, the crappiest restaurant, the most delicious food.
Yeah.
B. Claudia says to go on YouTube, put in D Metal Stars Disney medley, and it comes right up. She said she'd send it to me, and she just sent it to me.
I lived in Garden City as an adult with my children. So
cool.
That's not far from Brentwood.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome.
So who were some of your influences then? Like, who are some of the people that made you want to be like? Now, do you automatically think, okay, I'm gonna be like a metal star?
No, ask a better question than that. Ask whose idea was it to do the Disney songs? That's what we want to know. Who had the bright idea?
Well, it was my idea. We started demoing it. I started talking with some people about different ideas, and I came up with the Let It Go thing. I was like, well, let's try Let It Go.
But did they say you're out of your fucking mind? I mean, you stupid ass. What are you talking about?
No, they were pretty open to things, So, and we went to Disney with it, and they loved it. So we thought they were going to be behind it 100%. And
well, Disney still has that gay guy running it. Maybe that's how come they let you in. It's not so square anymore.
Maybe. I don't know. It's unexplainable.
Well, the gay guy running it is a little more liberal,
right?
Than this, and the stuffed shirts they used to.
But there's so many other kids stuff that you can do that's not Disney that's just as popular. I mean, the Power Rangers. You don't get any more popular than the Power Rangers.
Right.
Oh, bullshit. Disney's more popular than the Power Rangers.
And not if you go, well, the Power Rangers is one thing. Disney's got a zillion things.
Disney has a million. Look at that thing with the ice, the girl that turns to ice. That cartoon made a
Frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah. That's the one that they do. That's the one.
Oh, you do Frozen?
That's the one he said he demoed.
Let It Go.
That's the one that the son of a bitches wouldn't let you do. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, we do like Ninja Turtles and
Disney still hopping.
Pokemon. Yeah. We do everything. We do.
Totally.
But we'll be doing the Disney stuff live. We'll definitely be doing that.
I wonder if Walt Disney was alive today. If he came back today, would he drop dead from what's happened to his company? I don't think he would like it. I don't think he'd be happy.
I don't think he'd be real happy either. Honestly, but
no, he would not like what Disney has become.
They're real protective of the brand, and they kind of don't make sense with some of the things they do, but. They're Disney, so
that's right. They get to do whatever they want.
Yeah,
because they're cheap. They make a lot of money. So
they do. They do make a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Just in the junk they sell, the crap, the stuff, the lunch boxes,
the licensing and stuff.
Licensing.
Yeah. So how did you guys come across? Okay, because you're a single that you just released not too long ago, "Strawberry Fields Forever."
One more question before.
I'm in the middle of a question. Doesn't matter.
I'm 81 years old. I forget. I have to interrupt you. Did they pay you when you did this music, or did they say,
was a demo.
We'll push it and you make it on your own.
It was a demo.
They paid us to record the record. They did pay us to record it. And
so the cheap bastards gave something, huh?
Yeah, they paid up front, not a bunch of money, but enough to make the record. But that was the problem. There was so much money on the table.
You didn't have to produce it.
Well, we made it. I actually produced it.
No, I mean the funding. You didn't.
Not the funding of it. No, not the funding of it. So they did pay us to do it, and the problem is that there was so much money on the table after the fact that we were getting offered crazy money to tour, and they just, we couldn't survive. They were like, no, you can't tour. We'll tell you when and if and all that. And, we were sitting on something that was a gold mine and doing great.
Well, why did they say that?
They just never gave a clear reason. They just said, we'll let you know. And I tried everything in the world. And we just couldn't get anywhere with them. And that's when we started AniMaze X. We're like, look, we're going to do this ourselves. We fund this ourselves, and we own it, and we could do what we want when we want. So,
in show business, that famous line, we'll let you know. When they do that, you let me know to me, I say, drop that.
Yeah.
That's the end of you. We'll let you know. Yeah, my ass, you'll let know.
Yeah.
Jimmy, go. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Go with your question.
No, I want to know because the people in the chat room want to know. So, because you there's a million Beatles songs. Why did you pick Strawberry Fields Forever?
Just love the song. I do a cover of Ringo Starr, "Don't Come Easy" as well. That we may release, down the line somewhere. But I've always been a huge Beatles fan. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Ringo Starr. So it's funny, I went into classical piano and singing, which is really not Ringo Starr, is it? But that was, I just loved the Beatles, when I was a little kid.
Did you ever go to the Strawberry Fields?
No.
In Central Park. It's really beautiful. It's in Central Park on the west side, right opposite the Dakota, where what's his name was killed. And it's a lovely garden. One of my favorites. When we're in New York with the Soho Johnny show, we're doing a picnic in New York. Maybe we'll invite you guys.
Okay.
Everybody bring your own lunch. We're going to put blankets down in Central Park, all of us, and just get drunk and have fun.
Okay. All right, I can do
So
that.
we could visit Strawberry Fields, and then you take pictures in it. It's good PR, good publicity. Pushes your song. You're in the fields.
Love it. So growing up, who were some of your other influences?
When I grew up, and obviously the Beatles, that sort of stuff. And then when I really started getting, where I wanted to sing, I would say Queen was a huge influence for me.
That's funny. That's B. Claudia's favorite is Queen. She's the one who used to shout it out. She's a Queen addict.
Yeah, as a vocalist and a front man, Freddie was just, that's what I wanted to be.
I love David Bowie.
I love David Bowie as well. Bowie was great.
He really rocked. He moved.
Yeah.
He rocked.
Yeah, he really did. All those guys, the 70s was such a great time for music.
And I was there.
Yeah.
So I was lucky enough to be there with some of them.
And
David Bowie was sensational.
Yeah, he was. It's sad, that he died so young, but God, I love that stuff.
When you live the life that he lived, it's amazing he even made it to that age.
It's true. He
had more chemicals in him than a chemical factory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
you guys too. Everybody really needs to go and listen to AniMaze X because it's such an amazing music.
Yeah, let's clarify the name for all the elderly people out there that don't hear well.
AniMaze, ANIMAZE, and then a big X. AniMaze X.
Okay, you got that? AniMaze X, you deaf son of a bitches.
And you guys should also.
Well, I can't hear any anymore.
You really have to listen to Mike and his vocals. He's got a very distinct vocal sound. He's an amazing singer.
Well, he's Italian. All Italians sing. We were born singing. We came out of our mothers singing "O Sole Mio." What are you kidding?
There you go.
Right? Do you ever meet an Italian that can't sing?
Not really. I mean,
Tony Bennett could sing. You know.
Oh, geez, yeah. God.
Do you like Anthrax? I know they're not really metal, but do you like Anthrax?
I like Anthrax. Yeah, I'm familiar with those guys.
Specify it's a band, please.
Everybody knows. Anybody who's
some people coming in may think you're all
He was
weird.
on our show. Joey Belladonna was on our show 2 weeks ago.
I know that, but when you say Anthrax, you have to make sure it's a show.
Because he's got another unique voice.
It's a band.
Yeah, Joey. Yeah. Yeah, I've known those guys. So I kind of started out in the same era with those guys. You know, I was in a band called Obsession that was kind of popular. We were signed to Capitol, and it was around the same time Anthrax was coming up, maybe just a little bit after. But
well, Michael, let me tell you something, and this is no bullshit. If you do, and you are going to definitely appear at Soho Johnny's or you're dead, you're going to be with some of the, Scott Page is there, sax for Pink Floyd. We've got celebrities. There's going to be people there that are outrageously fabulous.
Cool.
Jimmy, oh yeah, this is no shitty little burlesque show. You know, there's no medicine show. This is a big, Soho Johnny's doing this for the same.
Let me help. No, Let Me Help Inc. His charity.
Right. The charity.
Right.
So it's a big deal. It's quite an event. And then we have a penthouse party, an after party up on the roof of the hotel, so we can all jump off.
I'll jump off, get really drunk, and jump.
Right, absolutely.
So you guys
we'll have a good time.
When
we could sing on our way down.
When the holidays come too, you guys. Last Christmas, AniMaze X released the AniMazing Xmas.
Yes.
And it's a great song for Christmas. So you're going to have heavy metal at Christmas. You've got heavy metal for every day of the week, and they're going to be going on tour.
Heavy metal.
Yes.
Heavy rock, heavy metal. Yeah.
Because my nephew is a drummer, and he's a heavy metal freak, and he said they don't. Uncle Ron, he said they don't call it heavy metal anymore.
Well, the old people do.
Yeah, the older guys do. We call it metal or hard rock. Really, what we're doing is kind of a cross between heavy metal and hard rock.
Well, just so the young people out there know what we're talking. We're on the same page. That heavy metal is rock.
Yeah, it is. It is just the heavy rock,
Heavy rock.
Yeah, pretty much. We may be doing a thing, maybe a residency or a run of some kind in New York. It's either going to be New York or Vegas for the Christmas thing. So we're working on
awesome.
We're working on a Christmas show. So hopefully, and then we're talking in Times Square, right off of Times Square, maybe at the Marriott, in one of the rooms or something. But everything's up in the air right now. But we may be doing a run in New York.
That's the Marriott Marquis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you guys, the official website for AniMaze X can be found at www.animazex.com. Their Instagram is AniMaze X, but their Twitter is different. But you don't really do your Twitter much. You guys are more on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't really do Instagram or Twitter. It's all done for us. I have enough trouble with my phone. So
you and me both. I don't do it either. I have it done for me too.
Yeah. And then there's there's a bunch of info on Soho Johnny's site as well, or Tribeca Records.
Yeah, SohoJohnny.com, you guys. The event will get released tomorrow. We're doing a press release for the event and the people that are going to be performing, at least the first wave of everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. And follow AniMaze X on Instagram at AniMaze X.
And I want to say Soho Johnny is not only a star, he's a man with the biggest heart in the world. He cares about people, and he does all of these things to raise money for cancer, for all kinds of people in need. Soho Johnny is a superstar in my mind, and in my heart, he's a good guy, and I love. I really love Johnny. He's cool.
Yeah.
Did you know that he and Nino drove 4 hours to come to Long Island in freezing rain for my birthday, just to wish me a happy birthday?
Wow, really?
That's the kind of guy he is, and they brought beautiful Italian pastries. All
right, everybody. So this is Mike Vescera, AniMaze X. Mike, we want to thank you for coming on the show. We're out of time. We'll hopefully see you next month in
No, we're going
New York.
His lungs are gone.
We want to thank you so much. Everybody get AniMaze X new single, Strawberry Fields Forever, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
I look forward to seeing you, Mike. I want a hug when I see you.
Okay, you got it.
You're a good guy, paisano mio.
Okay.
Good guy.
Bye, everybody.
Stay well. Stop banning. Good.
Bye.
Jimmy, J, 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 J.
Yeah, this is MC I'm just chilling, in the star, yo, sitting down and designing. Where every man in my thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself, the known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always got the clothes of Jimmy.
British punk, yo, what I wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
With MailChimp, you get a whole lot more than a URL. You get an all-in-one marketing platform to help drive sales. That means you can connect your data to make more informed, smarter decisions, and you get powerful automation tools like our Customer Journey Builder to ensure you never miss an opportunity to turn shoppers into loyal customers. So if you're ready to integrate your marketing and boost sales, get started today at MailChimp.com/smartmarketing. MailChimp, built for growing businesses.
No matter where you are, there's probably a Speedway right around the corner. So whether you want a freshly brewed hot or iced coffee, fountain drink, or speedy freeze, Speedway's got the fuel to keep you going all summer.